Hey guys, it's Leilani Lopez, author of The Devil's Heir, which is a young adult paranormal romance about demons due to drop October 24th, 2019. So if you're watching this after that date, it should be available everywhere stores sell books online, and the links will be down in the description. And today we're going to be talking about the most wonderful topic ever, which is how much did it cost to self-publish this book? Okay, so I've been on this author journey for about a year. So this is coming out October. I finished the first draft the previous November. So it's taken me basically about like a full year to get this book out. So again, I'm going to be looking down because I'm looking at my notes. So I actually started a little financial timeline. So hopefully I'm going to get the actual PDF of this up on my members page. So you can just sign up for my newsletter on my website, which will be linked down below, and you'll get the password to get this. So I'm going to be doing like a total breakdown, a financial timeline. So what months I spent in what, my overall thoughts, and things like that. So hopefully you guys find that helpful. But if anything, I'm just gonna be giving you guys a briefly talking about my numbers over here. I didn't really talk about a lot of the marketing stuff just because that's a lot of little things. You can decide how much you really want to spend with that type of stuff anyways. So this is just kind of the bigger stuff. Okay, let's get started. So again, I have my little sticky note. So I'm going to be looking at it. So basically I broke it down into what I consider is the must-haves. So the must-haves are the cover and the editing, basically. So for the cover, so for the front cover, this baby right here, I actually went to Damonza and I thought they were absolutely fantastic. They're totally talented, but they're really expensive. So originally I was going to go with a company called Deranged Designs. So I did have them end up doing my wrap, but because they're really good and they're extremely affordable, they're pushed out really far in advance. So I wasn't going to be able to do my slot wasn't until I think it was early August, and because this is my first book, I just didn't know if that was going to be enough time, to order my proofs, get the marketing, all that kind of stuff. And again, because I work full-time and I do live at home currently right now, I actually, obviously I've been saving up all of this money for a very long time, but I had the financial means to get the cover done earlier. So that's just what I ended up doing. So for just the ebook cover at Damonza, it cost, as of 2019, $4.95. So I did that back in April. So yeah, so again, $4.95 for this front cover, and then for the other $100, if you were to go to Damonza, they will also do your paperback. But because I had a time slot with Deranged Designs, I decided to just have them do the full wrap. So hopefully for the next book, I will just go to Deranged Designs to get that done. Because like I said, one, they're a little bit cheaper, and you actually get not a lot more, but you get more things included in your paperback package than Damonza, which is just the cover. So recap: ebook cover $4.95, and then for the paperback wrap, Deranged Designs just charged me the $70, which was the added on that they charge for the wrap. So the total I spent for the cover, let's see, what's my running cost? $4.95 plus 70, $5.65. So I spent $5.65 for the cover, and again, there's so many that I would say that number is probably about average. Like I said, Damonza is pretty expensive, but they're also really good. But there are people that get much more like specific. Like there's artists that will actually customize like your drawing, your characters, everything. So I would say that that cost is pretty average, but a little bit on the high side maybe. If I were to just have gone for Deranged Doctor Designs, I think it would have been about just the $500, and again it would have been the full wrap. I think you get like a bookmark, audiobook cover, title page included with your same font, that type of stuff. So anyways, that's pretty average. So the next thing I want to talk about is the editing. So I did 2 types of editing. I did the developmental edit and a copy edit. So I have a video talking about my experience with a developmental editor. I'll put it up in the cards. So I went with the ladies over at RareBirdEditing. I will have them linked below. They were absolutely fantastic. I had such a great experience with them. And then the way that they work, so it's 2 different ladies. If you work with Natasha, she is the developmental editor, you will automatically get placed into the cheapest tier for the copy edits, which is with Jessica. So the last time I looked, I think they did increase their prices just a little bit, but this is when I had this done, which was earlier in 2019. So I spent $800 for 1 round of developmental edits, which was honestly invaluable to me. This book would have been a piece of crap if it wasn't for Natasha. So Natasha, thank you so much. Like I said, I'll have that link in the cards for you guys to watch. And then I did the copy edits with Jessica, and Jessica does 2 rounds of edits. So that charged me $600. So the total for editing was about $1,400, and I know that's a lot of money. Honestly, all of this is a lot of money, but like I said, my book would have been a total piece of garbage, trash, garbage dump fire, anything else you want to say about it, without these 2 women. And I'm gonna be honest, you know, I'm all for charging what you're worth. Absolutely I 100% agree with that. I'm all for, you know, supporting small businesses, which these editors are their own small business. Like me as an author, I am my own small business. But to say all of that, you know, I was going on like EFA and all those other websites, Readsy, and even for just like 1 round of copy edits, it'd be like $1,200, $1,600, $1,800, and that's just, oh my god. Like, I got technically 3 rounds, because Jessica does 2 rounds of copy edits for the price that, you know, someone else is just charging 1. And granted, I can't really say a difference in quality because I've never worked with any other person that charges that much, but I would say they were freaking amazing. Like, if you watch that video of my developmental edit experience, you know just how much that she put into my manuscript. So I highly recommend them. They're incredibly affordable and they do amazing work. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing a developmental edit onward, just because I learned so much from her in this first round, and then obviously I have more friends in the indie author community. I'm hoping that I can find a critique partner and do, you know, beta readings a couple more times with actual of my author friends, or just avid readers. So hopefully that will help me kind of make up for that. But again, because it was like a dual package, I got the copy edits for cheaper because I work with Natasha. So I don't really know how that price will change. Like, if it makes more financial sense to do both the next time, then that's what I'll do. But if it's just a little bit more expensive than the $600, because I'm placed in like a, you know, a higher tier because she needs to do a little bit more work, maybe I'll do that. Can't really say. I'm just gonna quickly throw this in. I actually added an audio book cover format and an Ingram format, book cover formatting, whatever, from Deranged Doctor Designs. That was $10 each, which is $20. So again, if you didn't know, if you're going to be using Ingram Spark, they have like a certain way that you have to upload their cover, so they charge $10 extra. Okay, so for all of them, the developmental editing, copy editing, both types of covers, audio and Ingram, total that was $1,985, so $1,985, which honestly, watching all the other indie author videos, I would say that's pretty much average. I I didn't do proofreading. That's definitely something that you should consider, because I have a really close relationships with a couple of my old high school teachers, so they, you know, have their degrees in English and all that type of stuff. So I got them to proofread the book for me for free, but on average that's probably about $500 to $600 extra if you decide to go that route. Okay, so those were kind of the essentials. So now I'm going to break it down into all of the other things like bookmarks, proof copies, stuff like that. Okay, so like I said, 1985 cover editing. Okay, so Deranged Doctor Designs did my bookmark, postcard, and a banner for $85. I got 5 images from Shutterstock because I did the formatting myself and I added a couple pictures inside. So for 5 photos, that cost me $49. I got Vellum for the ebooks, so that's a lifetime subscription. That was $200. Scrivener, that's what I used to write. I got the student discount, which was $42. I got several proof copies because again I had different people proofreading for me, so I bought them copies, so that was like around $50. And I got all those from KDP, but I did get a proof from Barnes & Noble Press and Ingram as well, so that price is probably actually around like, I don't know, no, 50 is probably right, so I'd say $50. BookBrush, so if you don't know BookBrush, it's a website where you can kind of do marketing materials, which is kind of drag and drop. So that was a year-long subscription for $96, which was actually with a discount. But if I'm going to be honest, I won't renew it. I didn't use it as much as I thought that I was going to, so I probably won't do that again. And then I got my author logo done, so that was $199. I signed up for author Brittany Wig's author website bootcamp, which was $97, but now she actually has a self-study course, so I'll have that link down below. Highly recommend it. My website wouldn't be the same without her course, so I believe that one is $150, so it's a little bit higher. And then the Wix membership, so again that's the program that we use to do the websites, was probably around $150 for like just your basic site for the year. But I would watch out for that because Wix actually does a lot of promotions pretty often, so keep that in mind. And yeah, so all of those things that I just mentioned totaled up to $968. So rounding all of this up, total I spent about $3,000 in a year span on my author journey. Ooh, so $3,000 is obviously a lot of money in the grand scheme of life. You know, it's not that much, but it is a lot of money. Like I'm not gonna say that it's not. And you know, when you're thinking about how much am I gonna have to spend per book, you know, and people always say it takes about 4 to 5 books before you even kind of see your investment come back. But because this is a long game for me, I want to do this as professionally as possible. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and like I said, I am super lucky to still live at home, so you know I'm not really paying anything crazy in rent, so I can afford to do this. Like I said, with things like cover, there's so many different things, there's so many different alleys that you can go down. You can get it customized, which is kind of what I did. You can do pre-mades. There's so many amazing pre-mades that honestly you can get for like $50. So there's definitely ways that you can swing it. Unfortunately, editing, like I said, it's crazy expensive, but if you just take the time to really look for an editor, you can definitely find one that's affordable. Like I said, I highly recommend RareBirdEditing. I will have them linked down below. And so because I know that that sounds like a crazy amount, I have a separate sticky note on all of the things that I probably won't have to be doing again because this was just kind of like a one-time purchase. For one thing, Scrivener. So that was $42. Won't have to do that again. The Brittany Wing author website bootcamp was $97. Don't have to do that again. Vellum, $200. That's a lifelong purchase subscription. BookBrush, won't be doing that again. $97. The logo, $199. Shutterstock was $49. Since it was 5 photos, I won't have to do that at least for the next book, which is why I included it anyways. So all of those things, that was a total of $684. So Again, that's a lot of money. That brings down my previous total to only about, I'm so awful at math. Let me make sure I get this right for you guys. 3,000 minus 684. Oh, what the heck? 3,000 minus 684 to 2,316, which again I think is still really affordable. You know, you can do things like make your own bookmarks, for example, or just keep reusing your previous design. So for the bookmark, postcard, and banner, again, that was $85. That knocks off another like almost $100. Proof copies, if people are okay with just reading an ebook, you don't have to buy as much. A little bit crazy, but like I said, there are definitely ways that you can bring it down, whether it's with the cover, the marketing. You don't need all these programs like Vellum and Scrivener and all these types of things. You can definitely do them by yourself. So there's definitely ways to bring it down, but just don't be afraid of these numbers. Be afraid of these numbers, and if you're in this for the long game like I am, you just have to believe that you're eventually going to see all your money back, and you have to have a high quality book if you even want to play the long game anyways. I want your readers to enjoy your stuff and keep coming back because you put out quality stuff. So anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. If you have any questions, you can always hit me up, whether it's in the comments, slide in my DMs, or send me an email. And yeah, I can't wait to see what the next round is going to bring me, and hopefully I can bring that number down and show you guys how I did it. Okay, bye.